Hello Huntsteaders, Bill Hunt here with Huntstead 101. So yesterday in the tree behind us here, or in the yard behind us, I had a bee swarm. And if you can see up in the tree right in the center behind me, the hive has formed a little nest right there in the tree. And I've got a beekeeper coming over today, and we're going to capture the nest and put them into a domesticated hive. So I'm looking forward to that. We're going to capture the whole thing on video and post it here on the channel. This is Dan, the bee man. He's up there about 3 feet from the hive, trying to determine what sort of container would be best. Looks like the box.
I think so. This would probably be a little bit more secure.
Yeah.
But
Would it fit? You know, I bet you that would fit.
you want a little bit of space for when they drop, so that they all go to the bottom.
Oh, I see.
So that way you can time to close the lid on them.
Yeah, you would fit. That looks like it'll fit. That's crazy. You would think with the queen in there, so exposed, that they would be hyper agitated.
Yeah, like just
Yeah.
attack you if you get close. Once I get them, I'll probably leave them in the box and chamber for a little bit, and go to her house, and then come back, and any of the other ones should be on the top there.
Sweet. You can see all the honey and stuff on that thing, huh?
Oh, this, yeah, it gets stained up pretty fast. I'm almost thinking it'd be better to have this one. I'm gonna use this one.
Okay.
With more space for them to fall and get it close in time.
And do they just relax once they're in a place like this, or?
Well, it kind of feels like what they're looking for because it's a dark, confined space.
Yeah.
And they don't like the trauma of getting put in there really fast. But,
Yeah.
then I'll just take them back to my house and dump them into a bee box. And they're kind of like water because they're all together and
Yeah,
bee
so
together.
they just kind of pour in.
So they just kind of like go in and you put the lid on.
Wow.
And then they recognize this is a great spot for a hive.
Dan suiting up with a big capture. Look at those bees up there. Looks like the suit they wore in The Martian.
Yeah, it does, huh?
Look at the boots.
Once I shake it, they're going to fly up a little bit. Some of them are just going to be out. So don't freak
Don't
out.
freak
Get
out.
scared.
They
Yeah.
won't come after me.
What's that?
They won't come hurt me.
They shouldn't. No, they should be fine. You guys.
Any last words, Dan?
No.
Here we go. Plus we get a little pruning all at the same time. All right, here we go. This face is right by that hive. That's crazy. Holy smokes. Look at all the bees flying around. You got the majority of them though. Wow. That was pretty cool. You just kind of set the box in the corner and let them kind of calm down a little bit. Is she still up there?
There's some that are going to want to go back to the same spot because it smells like the queen.
Oh, okay. You didn't have a glove on. That's hilarious. Wow, so that's the spot they were clinging to. I guess he's going to put that in the box. You going to throw that in the box with him?
Yeah.
So they smell the queen on that branch?
Yeah, so the ones that don't know that she's not there, they just smell her from being there. So.
Wow. So the other ones that are left outside, they'll just kind of, will they?
Because that spot's gone, they're gonna be looking for where to go next, and in a little bit, there'll be bees that start sitting on the top of the box, fanning their wings, and they're putting out the smell of the hive from those little holes.
Oh, wow.
To let the others know this is where we're at now. Come down here. And especially leaving, like getting that little bit of the branch and putting it inside, that's just impregnated with the smell of her.
Wow.
And bees. So then now they're all going to want to go down there. You can see some of them still didn't get it.
Yep.
And they're up there.
But slowly they'll put out they'll be communicating with each other?
Figure it out. In fact, I could cut that little tiny, do you care if I cut another little piece?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Do you think the queen was in that first one that you took?
She should have been, because she's usually right in the middle,
Uh-huh.
and they're balled up protecting her, and when they all fall, they kind of cushion her, too.
Okay, no suit.
Yeah. Well, I guess they must not be Africanized, huh, hon? Yeah, that thing isn't as sharp as it could be. You gotta.
I don't want to get it all the way.
You see on the box where they're just starting to get the message that that's where the queen is. That is crazy. You're just like all by your hand. Yeah, that's just crazy. So you're gonna let them collect there and then bring them down?
Yeah.
How many times have you been stunning in the 4 years you've been doing this?
Oh, I have no idea.
He stings himself intentionally.
Like, when I first started doing it, I would, because sometimes you'll see little bees that are gonna die anyways, and I'd grab them with tweezers and like put them in my quad, and it's a good muscle because it spreads it out, and you don't get much of a reaction. And then that way, once your body gets used to processing getting stung by a bee, you don't get much of a reaction then.
Wow.
Look at that. So that's it.
That's it.
Bee catching 101, and then they'll just you'll leave that there for a while and let them calm down. And
Yeah, I'll leave it for an hour or so, and then it actually might be good because Susie, I was gonna bring a hive from my house, but I might just bring an empty box and take them just right over to Susie's, dump them and put the lid on, and that way she's got a hive ready to go.
Are they going to get ticked off that you're taking it?
No, they won't know. They're just gonna be lost. At least there's none up there.
Yeah.
So they'll probably cluster in a little thing, but you don't have to worry about them. And then in a couple days, they'll just kind of disappear.
Wow. So that is a new colony of bees in the making.
Colony bees.
Right.